Welcome, everyone, to the inaugural episode of the Riled Up podcast. We're an affiliate of Out of Pocket Sports, especially our branch here in Knoxville. I'm Riley Haltom. I'm joined by a good old friend of mine, Presley Rhodes.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, yeah. So we've been excited to get this thing off the ground. We've been talking about it for a while now, a couple weeks, where we've just been kind of, getting prepared and setting things up for this. But hey, we're finally ready. It's 10 o'clock right now, 10 p.m. The Vols are playing right now. But, hey, we're just excited to get this thing started. So we decided, why not, jump into it,
So excited.
Yeah.
10 o'clock right now.
Should mention, we're very appreciative of this student radio station here at the University of Tennessee, WTK, for allowing us, the students, to use the podcast studio for projects like this, things that we're excited about. And, we're always very supportive of them and very appreciative of what they do for us. So, Presley, you ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So, let's kick it off. We need to preface. Yeah, like where we're from, how we know each other, things like that. So,
we go way back.
Way back.
So me and Riley are from the same high school. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! Go Chester County Eagles.
Chester County High School. So I grew up in Jackson, Tennessee, a county over from that, and went to school in Chester County because that's where both of my parents work. And that's where me and Presley met. Went to school, met each other.
Went to school. What would you say? I think we weren't like friends though until like sophomore year.
Probably
of high school.
Yeah.
Me and Riley didn't get along at first, in my opinion.
No, not at first.
But obviously we do now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be sitting here with someone that I didn't get along with.
Exactly. Yeah, at first, didn't really know each other. Yeah, rough start. Hey, we got there.
We're here.
That's
all that matters. That's all that matters.
Nah, by senior year, we were good friends.
Great friends. Riley was I played volleyball. Riley was our number one fan.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Other than my friend Mia. I can't leave her out. She'd be so mad at me.
True.
Riley was the most dedicated fan.
Oh, yeah. I was at all the games.
For sure.
Ooh.
He was. I have like a video of my mom took a video of like a play, and I can see at the very top, you like stand up really tall and you start cheering, and you're like the only person that did. The only person that jumps up and cheers was you. Everybody else was just sitting down. It wasn't that great of a play.
Hey, look, okay, but that's my thing about with sports is if I'm like watching it live, if I'm in the area watching it live, like there's a difference between watching it on TV.
Oh, there's a huge difference.
But when I'm there, like it really does not matter what sport it is. I did not know a thing about like soccer, and I would go to the school soccer matches when I was interning with.
It's kind of high.
Randa Hart, the athletic trainer. Shout out Randa. Love her. She's the athletic trainer for Chester County. And I was interning with her through one of the classes that we had there, the clinical internships with Miss Ginger McPherson.
Yeah, Riley was gonna be a nurse.
Almost. Like somewhere in there, somewhere in the medical field. Probably like athletic training would have been what I would have done. But decided to go a different route when I came to college.
I thought I was going to do that too.
Really?
Well, I was in the medical classes. I wasn't in the class that you were in, that you wore the scrub, the intern, whatever, the big thing.
Yeah.
But I thought I was like going to be a physical therapist.
Yeah, and now here we are,
the most basic
majors.
thing. Yeah, we both did a whole 180, I guess.
So got accepted to Tennessee. We both decided to take our talents to Rocky Top.
Of course, wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Actually, I had no idea where I was going to college. He's been a Vol fan.
Yeah, I've been a Vol fan my entire life.
You were born a Vol fan.
I was born a Vol fan. Jeff Haltom and Angela Haltom instilled that in me from the day I was born.
I was not born a Vol fan.
That's crazy.
Sad.
It's crazy.
Really sad. It's embarrassing to say what I was born, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not putting it out there. Anybody, you can take a guess.
Her reputation's ruined.
My reputation would be ruined. I can't put it out there. But my dad's a Vol fan. But I grew up mostly living with my stepmom and my mom and my stepmom. My mom and my stepdad. What in the
There
world?
we go.
My mom, my stepdad. I still see my dad. Love my dad. But and my stepdad, he's just not a big college football guy.
Fair enough.
He's an NFL guy.
I can respect that.
I can't.
You can't?
I can't. I hate the NFL.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about what there is to kind of expect, what we're gonna have going on here. It's gonna be a little bit of pretty much everything.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Here, there, everywhere.
Basically, just kind of wherever the wind takes us, whatever we're talking about, whatever we end up saying, that's just where the conversation is gonna go.
I have a feeling we will get off topic a lot.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting.
100%. Yeah.
It's not gonna be boring.
Yeah, I hope not, at least.
It's not gonna be.
But so the basis of it is in sports, right? Tennessee sports. This is probably going to be the main focus, but it's not going to be it. We're going to talk about whatever we feel like talking about, whatever sports topic is going on. That's going to be the root of the show. It's not going to only be in sports, though. If we got something else we want to throw in, we're going to throw it in, because why not,
Of course.
We feel like talking about it, we're going to talk about it.
Of course.
But that's the fun part of doing a podcast.
Right.
You just get to get on here and say stuff.
You get to talk and you get to say whatever you want.
Exactly. We just get to go on here and say whatever we want. So, yeah. Sports, that's the focus, but that's not it. That's not all you can expect. So, going back a little bit more background on us. We got to go over our favorite teams. So y'all know straight up the biases that we have, like where we're sitting, the way we see the league, because everybody sees any different number of sports leagues through different lenses. If you're a fan of, like, let's say you're a fan of the Texans, you're gonna see the NFL way different than a fan of like the Chiefs.
Of course.
Because, there's two totally different perspectives.
I was going to say, there's no, like, comparison to how someone would see the entire league whenever you're a fan of the Texans or a fan of the Chiefs, I mean.
Yeah. Two totally different.
Really, two different things.
Yeah, and one team's going to be, like, looking for quarterbacks, and the other team's going to be, like, we're looking for wide receivers and things like that. So, yeah, we got to talk about, like, where we're standing on these issues, where we're sitting, where we start.
The lens we look through.
Oh, yeah. The lens we look through.
The lens we look through.
All right.
I think we're kind of similar, though.
You want to start?
NBA. We're going NBA right
NBA?
first.
Yeah. Start on the
NBA.
NBA.
We're the same. The Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah, baby. Go Grizz, baby.
Go Grizz.
Look, my greatest life achievement thus far, I have two greatest life achievements. We'll talk about the second one in a minute. But the other one was John Morant retweeting one of my tweets.
That was insane.
that was so one of those moments where I was just like, this is really my life.
Riley sent it to me, and I remember I was with my friends who could care less about sports. Nevertheless, the Grizzlies or John Morant. And I was like, Riley just got retweeted by John Morant. They're like, okay. I was like, y'all, this is big. This is huge. This is great. Because if it was me, honestly, I'd probably cry.
I was near tears. I was freaking out. Like, I was.
That screenshot of him, like, retweet, like, if him of the screenshot of my own tweet on his Twitter page would be my screensaver.
Yeah.
I'm so serious right now. Like, I would set that as my screensaver.
I mean, that's what.
But that didn't happen to me.
That's what my boy Jack did for. I forget who retweeted is, but it was some like ex. I think it was like an ex Tennessee quarterback or something. Retweeted one of his posts, and he had that as his like background for a while.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd set that as my cover photo on Twitter.
Yeah, fair.
Why don't you do that?
I don't know. I shouldn't I?
Yeah, but you could also like kind of act a little more humble. Not that you shouldn't be cocky. I'd flaunt that to everyone, even though it's not that big of a deal. But like. Yeah. But I would say that's my cover photo, or you could just act like it was nothing.
The thing is, I'm like a little bit jaded about it because my boy Bryson gets retweeted by John Morant like every other week. So
Bryson, I don't even I don't know him like you do. He is all over my Twitter, and it's because he's retweeted by everybody else.
Yes, he's
all over. I was like, I can't escape this guy.
Man, shout out Bryson. He's
shout
massive.
Out Bryson.
Shout out Bryson. He's massive on Grizzlies Twitter. He's a big piece of Grizzlies Twitter, and he's one of the leading voices on Grizzlies Twitter. And
jealous of you.
Yeah, he's awesome. And yeah, he got a Jaren Jackson Jr. retweet not too long, or I don't remember if it was a retweet or a reply or something like that, but
a reply,
something like that. You know, he was interacting with these Grizzlies players. left and right. So that's super cool for him.
Insane. That's the highlight.
I got a little piece of that with John Morant. I tweeted something like the John Morant hate on this app is unserious. I had just like gone through like
which is true.
You know how NBA Twitter is, man. It's a lot of hating. It's a lot of like you know putting people down, like putting different players down for different reasons.
That's all they are.
That's all NBA Twitter is. It's a bunch of clowns clowning people. But so I got on there and I saw them. They were just clowning on Ja, and I was like, it's unwarranted. There's no reason. John Morant's a great player.
Amazing player. He's my favorite player.
He's my second favorite player.
Who's your first?
See, you would never guess this.
Who?
Damian Lillard.
Why?
I don't know.
You have like some.
That was just.
Well, you have to have a reason.
Part of the reason. I'll tell you part of the reason.
I get it, but like, why is he your favorite player?
It was that shot he hit. God, who was it over? I want to say it was like the Thunder or something. He hit that shot over the Thunder, and the one where he was like not quite to half court line. He was like in between half court line and 3-point line.
Yeah.
Throws it up, hits the buzzer beater,
like the volleyball
wins the
line,
game.
kind of like where a volleyball line would be.
Yeah. Hits the buzzer beater, wins the game, and he's like standing there. And he's like staring at the camera like this.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that picture. It's iconic.
I didn't mean to hit that.
You're good. It's iconic. One of the greatest.
Iconic, but that wouldn't like make him my favorite player.
But I don't know. Something about that moment is just, and we'll talk about this later when we talk about Tennessee. Is like certain moments just get like ingrained in my mind, like that. And that was that moment for the NBA, and that's why to this day Damian Lillard is my favorite player. Just dropped 71 points. He is him.
Yeah, he is him, but not my favorite.
Fair enough. I mean, John Morant's my second favorite. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. John Morant's my second favorite.
And he always will be. And I hate to say that, but there's so many reasons why. For one, like you said, people hate on him and clown him all the time, right?
Yeah.
I love his attitude. I love how
I
love it. It's the best thing ever.
I love that. I love that.
When players act like that. First off, it's different when they act like that, but they can't back it up. He can back it up.
Yes.
And also, he's John Morant. He plays for Memphis. Like,
yeah.
It fits the picture.
I've always loved like the cocky, like, showy players in sports.
That's how I was.
Yeah, you were.
I know. When I played sports in high school, that's how I was. And I know that people just hate that. Like, you want the most like sweet, little, respectful, like well-rounded. I'm not saying they're not a bad person, but you want the like very human person,
Yeah.
Let them be cocky.
Yeah.
Let them be cocky.
I love
What
it.
are you doing? You're sitting behind your phone screen.
Exactly.
Watching their games, watching them play games. Let them be cocky.
Yes,
I love it.
I love it.
Makes me love him so much more.
I love it so much. Yeah. It's that type of thing, and it's why like back a couple years ago when he was in the league, Yasiel Puig was my favorite player in Major League Baseball, because you would just do all that crazy stuff, like
I get that,
licking the bat, doing all that kind of crazy stuff. Like, I loved that type of energy, man. It just made it makes the game more fun.
It does make it fun.
It makes it more fun.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing like college. You can do this for any sport. There's nothing like a good old rival where there's so much, not even just a rival, but like there's just a lot of crap talking.
Yes.
That makes it so fun. And it hypes the game up more, no matter what's going to happen, no matter if you lose or win. I hate to, like, losing, nobody wants to lose. It's so horrible. But, like, then you have, like, the next, like, 2 weeks to just crap talk.
Yes. It's the best. That's the best part of rivalry games and things like that. Seriously.
And it's just a whole different perspective than when it's just, again, Tennessee's playing Arkansas right now.
Like, and you don't even have to have, like, crazy trash talk either.
No.
It's like little things like AJ Brown catching that touchdown, and there's like 3 defenders on the ground around him when he gets back up, and he goes, points at each one of them.
It can be the most minimal stuff ever, but it just makes it so much more fun.
Yes, it makes it more fun, and then they're gonna go and fine him for it.
I know. See, another reason why I don't.
Why you don't like the NFL?
No, horrible. Just it gets on my nerves.
All right, so that's the NBA. We got the Grizzlies for both of us. Grizzlies favorite team, John Morant favorite player, Damian Lillard favorite player.
Yeah.
We talked a little about the NFL. Go at it.
I don't like the NFL, and I hate to say that. Like, I really hate – actually, I mean, I don't hate to say that, but it sucks because I can't sit here and be so passionate about a team.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I will say, if the Titans are playing someone, I'm going to pull for the Titans, obviously. Or, crazy kind of, if the Vikings are playing someone, I'm going to root for the Vikings because my stepdad and my brothers, they're all big Minnesota Vikings fans.
Okay, what happens when the Titans play the Vikings?
Vikings. I don't. but here's what I'm saying. Like, I don't sit there and religiously watch NFL, and I hate to say that because I wish I could have like more input and more, but I can't. I've literally tried to.
Why don't you like it?
First off, I know everybody says this is a reason, political, like it is, but like, and it's just not fun. There's no like we were saying, like I feel like there's just not as much like trash talk. Like there is, but it's like not like it's not special to me. It's boring. There is trash talk, but like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to explain. I cannot sit down and watch an NFL game and enjoy it 15% as much as I could sit down and watch any college football game and enjoy it.
It's a difference in like atmosphere.
Yes, atmosphere.
That's
complete atmosphere.
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
And I don't like that. I don't love the NFL. Like, I wish I did, but I've tried and I just can't. But I'm gonna root for the Vikings or Titans. Like, hope you guys win. But like, I don't know. It's difficult to explain, but I know there are people out there that completely agree with me.
Yeah. Oh, no. Like,
I mean, it's an argument all the time. What's better? And
no.
College football wins every time.
Okay.
I feel like almost every time.
I feel like in general, a lot of people are going to agree with you on that take. I don't feel like that's a hot take at all. And
no.
Here's the thing. Most people are going to say this. They're going to say college football is better than NFL, and college basketball is worse than NBA. I'm the exact opposite.
I can kind of agree.
I'm the exact opposite. I like the NFL more than college football. Just barely. I love them both. They're probably my two favorite sports, like above all the others. But
what'd you say? NFL and college football?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I would put those two above everything else. But I'm barely giving the edge to the NFL just because I love keeping up with, like, a little tidbit about me. My favorite sports day of the entire year is NFL draft night.
Okay, it's not your birthday or something?
No, I said sports day.
Oh, I thought you said my favorite day of the entire year.
Honestly, it's definitely up there. It's definitely in contention. I love NFL draft day. Something about that. I love watching, like, there's just so much that goes into, you're watching a kid get like a future at the highest level of professional football. First of all, that's awesome.
So heartfelt.
But also, I love like predicting what's going to happen and seeing how that happens. Yeah. And like looking at like, how is this player going to project now that they're on this team?
And about the NFL, I do get that, especially like seeing how a player's going to like their further career because, I mean, people play in the NFL for years.
Yeah.
Like I get that, but it'll never be my top.
I don't know. And the product that's put out on the field,
makes it a little more.
The product that is on the field is better than what you're getting in the college football. It's less sloppy. It's cleaner football.
Yeah.
In general. And it's because it's professional. It's the best of the best doing it. To be in the NFL, you have to be the best of the best. That's like a step above everyone else.
Of course.
Like, and that is why I like the NFL so much. Now, that being said, I will say college football's atmosphere blows the NFL out of the water. It's not even close.
No.
Not even remotely close. And as a spectator, if you're in the stand, watching college football is better. But if I'm watching it on the TV, I'd rather watch NFL. That's the way I am. If I'm watching on TV, I want to watch NFL. If I'm in the stadium, college football, I'd rather be at a college football game all over.
I feel like being a student here at Tennessee has made me absolutely not like NFL even more because I experienced that atmosphere.
Yes. Yeah.
When you're in Neyland Stadium,
I've said this.
You cannot compare it to anything in the entire world. I mean, like you.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. I mean, I can't even argue.
That's what I've said since the last third Saturday in October,
where
Tennessee took down Alabama. I was on the field the entire game. That's what I'm saying. That is something, talking about things that I'll never forget, things that are ingrained in my brain.
That is me too. I thought that's what you were talking about.
That's not even what I was talking about. But
you like gave a little side eye, and I was like,
that's not even. But that is a great example.
Life.
I'll never forget that day. I'll never, ever forget that day.
It's not even – no, it is because we beat Alabama, obviously. But it's so hard for me to talk about this. I remember calling my mom the day after, and I was like, I will never be able to explain the atmosphere and the feeling of being there when it happened.
It's
being
actually undescribable.
I had chills in my body. I cried. I was on the field. I cried. I am a Vol for life now, but like I've never been like that passionate about it before.
Yeah.
So I cried on the field. I went home, me and my roommates the next day. My roommates who aren't big sports fans whatsoever. They like it, but they're not going to sit there. They're not going to turn on the Grizzlies game every night. We watched the entire game over. We watched the entire game. We watched the entire game the Sunday afterwards.
That's funny.
We sat there I had no money. I had schoolwork due. I missed all of my schoolwork that weekend. That's all I was focused on. And I remember my sister was like, Presley, we get it. Y'all beat Alabama. And I was like, you just don't understand. You weren't there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I've said that since the game. That feeling, actually indescribable. I will never experience anything like it again, I don't think.
Me neither. And it sucks because that is probably going to be one of the best days of my life.
Like, yeah.
And I mean, it sucks. Like, that's great. But, like, it sucks that, like, I can't relive that because nothing will top that.
Yeah, I said, I was talking to somebody about it, and I was like, I'm going to remember every detail of that for as long as I live.
Oh, I can remember from the moment I woke up of that day. Because, okay, this is going to sound crazy. I normally don't have this gut feeling. Like, I'm all like, oh, yeah, go Vols, like, all the time, of course, right? I woke up that morning, and I was like, this is it. I have a gut feeling. I'm not kidding. I like rose out of my bed.
Oh my God.
My alarm went off and I was like, something about today is not giving me an eerie feeling and I'm ready to do it. I'm not kidding. And I'm not that type of person. Like obviously on any game day, Florida, even Georgia, I'm just waking up and I'm like, all right, hope we win today. Like go Vols, like till I die. But Alabama, I woke up and I was just like, God came to me last night, and this is about to be the best day of my life, and I know it is. He came to me that night, and I knew it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I can still say, like, I'm so serious. I remember I put it on Facebook. I was like, seriously, one of the best days of my life.
Yeah.
And I remember my grandmother was like, what about when you were baptized?
Hey.
And I was like,
respect to that one,
I was
but
like, Tennessee beat Alabama, Nene, and you weren't there. so you're not gonna understand. But it's okay. I'll let you have your opinion. I'll let you have your opinion.
Tennessee beat Alabama, and you weren't there.
You weren't there, Nene.
Oh,
it's so true.
Look.
And all of you guys, you weren't there, so you're not going to get it. I have water in my eyes right now. And I don't know if it's laughing or because I'm so happy.
Like, yeah.
But it's
think back on it, and it gives you that feeling. It gives you, like, just a little sliver of that feeling
that
again.
Little did you read that post from, I think it was Ball Report, from, like, alumni from, like, 99, or I can't remember who it was that wrote it. I bawled my eyes out. They were like, I hate to tell you, but that one's going to stick with you forever. Yeah. And until you experience a game like that, I don't care what sport it is, until you experience something as big as that and being there, your passion for the sport, the school, whatever school you're rooting for, whatever team you're rooting for, the sport itself, it's going to shoot up. Like, that is all I cared about. That's all I talked about. I know I was the most annoying person on the face of the planet.
This is what I said. I said, I truly believe it was a totally unique experience. Like, not even a concert or something like that can come close to that type of charged atmosphere. I mean, it really felt like there was lightning in the air. Everything was energetic, and the way the mood shifted back and forth throughout the game, it was impossible not to get swept up in it. Media members, that's what I was doing. I was taking pictures. I was doing sideline photos.
Yeah.
Media members, supposed to be neutral. You're not supposed to show sides, favoritism towards either team. When I'm telling you, when I saw that little Chase McGrath knuckleball fly up in the air, I was jumping up and down like a little kid.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
I was freaking out.
Did you know I got pushed by an Alabama coach that day?
What?
Yeah. No, like, I wasn't the type of person that made a TikTok about it, but, like, I did. So, we are sophomores. I got blessed. I told you, God came to me that night. The week before, God was also with me. I got tickets. Like, you randomly get assigned tickets, right? All year long, I had been on the lower level, but, like, a good ways up, under the first deck-ish. Like, I'm on the 4th row in the end zone as a sophomore at the Alabama-Tennessee game.
Yeah, I tried to find you a couple times.
That's insane.
I never did.
I mean, I wasn't, like, one of the first, but, like, out of the state, I was some of the first people on the field. And we were right there where Alabama was going in the tunnel.
Yeah.
And I who have long legs than I. My phone was dead at halftime. I wasn't recording nothing. I just sprinted.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find my friends, so I turned around because I was like, where did my friends go? Like I just hopped the
just off of
very
instinct.
very tall. I about fell, and I'm very tall myself. But I just hopped the little wall. I turned around and I can't find my friend, so I'm just kind of standing there waiting on him. And some dude, he was like, I don't know, nobody I knew, obviously, but he was with the team, and he pushed me. And he was like, get out the way. Get off the field.
He was upset.
And I was like, okay.
He wasn't
Push
upset at
somebody
you.
else. Don't push me.
He wasn't upset at you.
I'm not the girl that got pushed by whoever it was that.
Jermaine Burton.
Yeah, I wasn't her, but I got pushed. I'm a victim, too.
Okay.
I'm a victim, too.
I'm a victim, too.
So I just wanted to let it be known
That's okay.
that I'm a victim, too.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. Running out on the field, watching.
I'll probably bring that up every podcast episode. I'm not kidding. It's so hard not to talk about, and I know people are so sick of Tennessee fans talking about it.
Yeah.
But like I said, until you experience something like that,
yeah,
you're not going to understand, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't understand until that either.
Like the Titans win the Super Bowl, it's not gonna match that feeling. And like I said, I'm a bigger NFL fan than I am college football fan. If I'm there when the Titans win the Super Bowl, it's not gonna be that type of feeling. You know, being able to like run out onto the field and like celebrate with everybody.
You'll get fined.
Yeah. You get arrested. They'll pull
you'll
you
get
out in cuffs.
arrested. There's no like what that. My point is proven.
Yeah. All right. We talked about. We kind of got off track there. We were talking about our favorite teams.
About it.
We were talking about our favorite teams, and we somehow got onto the topic of NFL versus college football, and then we got onto the topic.
Take a guess on who our favorite college team is.
I'll give you 3 tries. Yeah, it's Tennessee. What about MLB?
Cardinals.
See, that's one where we differ. That's one where we differ.
We are different here.
I'm a Dodgers fan. Dodgers fan through and through, baby. Clayton Kershaw, my king.
Albert, I know he went to the Angels, but Albert Pujols and Yachty, there's no.
I remember on our 8th grade trip, the Dodgers.
Yeah, we went to a Cardinals fan.
It was Cardinals Dodgers.
Oh, I was about to say, how'd you feel about that?
Yeah, I felt great.
I'm sure you did. I didn't realize we played the Dodgers.
I felt
great.
Yeah, it was Cardinals Dodgers. See, the thing is, it kind of worked out for everybody though, because like I said, we're from West Tennessee. A lot of people from West Tennessee are Cardinals fans.
Yeah.
So a lot of Cardinals fans on that trip, and a lot of them were rooting for the Cardinals. Obviously, I was rooting for the Dodgers. So I got to see the Dodgers win, and they got to see Yachty or Molina hit a home run. So it kind of worked out for everybody. But yeah, I got to see my Dodgers win.
That's one thing that I've been a diehard fan of my entire life. Like, there's so many pictures of little me, like in St. Louis. Like my dad's a high school baseball coach. Big baseball guy. Played college baseball. Big baseball guy. I don't think I said this earlier. My dad's a baseball coach, and my stepdad's a basketball coach. I've had the best of both worlds, and it's kind of sucked because they're two different coaches. My dad is like, goes to a state championship, gets thrown out, and then my stepdad is like, let's
Tony
say a
V
prayer
and Rick
before the
Barnes.
game. Yes.
Tony V and Rick Barnes.
Tony V and Rick Barnes. My dad and my stepdad.
Tony Vitello and Rick Barnes.
Cardinals, it was like do or die. Like that's what I'm saying. Like my real dad, crazy. Tony V right there. Do or die Cardinals. I mean, it was insane. I have so much Cardinal stuff.
Yeah.
I have a pair of flip-flops with
Cardinals flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
That's different.
That is different.
That's different.
I love the Cardinals. I got to see Jack Flaherty pitch when he moved down to the Redbirds this summer.
Oh.
And I don't know why, but whenever he first went to the Cardinals, how many years ago was that? Not too long ago, but not recent.
Yeah,
a couple years ago, maybe. I don't want to be completely wrong. Maybe like 6 or something.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I was like, he's my favorite player. I don't know why. I mean, I was in high school. Like, I don't know why. And then when he was pitching for the Redbirds out of, what's it called, relief or whatever?
Yeah.
My stepdad was like, do you guys want to go? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I got a jersey with his name on it and everything. It's in my apartment right now. I look at it all the time.
That's
I look at
awesome.
those pictures. He was warming up in outfield, and I went, and he wouldn't come say hey. I tried to call his name a couple times. I'm the college student there with all these little boys, little kids. And they're like, Jack. And I'm like, please notice me. Like, I'm the only teenager. I was the only teenager fangirling, but like I don't know why he's just like my favorite. And I was the only teenager, and there's a picture of me, like, he's not smiling. Like, he's in the back warming up, and I was just like, that was this past summer. Love him to death.
Okay.
Go Cards.
Fair enough.
And we got the Dodgers fan over here.
Dang right. I was Yasiel Puig was my favorite player, like I mentioned earlier, for a while. Then when he left the team, favorite player kind of bounced around a little bit. And I have yet to pick one for this season. It was Max Muncy when he had that great season, and then he sucked the next season, so then I had to switch off of him.
Oh, so you're a bandwagon.
No. As far as just picking my favorite player on the team.
But you don't support them even when they aren't doing good. I just said I went to Jack Flaherty pitching for the Redbirds.
I'm all for Max Muncy if he starts doing good again, but I can't. Like, I've got
someone that sucks.
I've got to decide. Like I need a new Dodgers jersey, and I need to pick someone that's going to be on the team for a while.
Okay, understandable.
That's where I'm at. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've messed up twice on jerseys, and I got a Yasiel Puig jersey, and he was off the team in like 2 years.
But that's still kind of understandable.
Yeah.
I know my brother has a T-shirt jersey.
Yeah. I had Taywan Taylor when he was on the Titans. My favorite player. He was like wide receiver 4. This was as high as he ever got on the depth chart. He was like the 4th wide receiver.
Yeah, I was about to say,
He was like my favorite player for a while because he was just like this little speedy dude. He would just run off and he would just
speedy
dude. I mean, you got the ball in his hands. He would one of the fastest guys in the NFL at his peak. Titans drafted him in like the 3rd round, and he wore number 13, which is my favorite number. So I was like, why not? That's my player now. So I got a Taywan Taylor jersey. My parents tried to warn me, like, really, Taywan Taylor? Like, really?
Yeah.
That's what Dad was like. Really, Taywan Taylor? You don't want a Derrick Henry jersey? And I was like, no, I want Taywan Taylor. So I got a Taywan Taylor jersey. And then he ended up getting hurt, and then it just kind of like eventually got cut off the team.
So now the jersey the waist.
Yeah, but that was when they were still in their old uniforms. So now they're in their new uniforms, and I have a Derrick Henry jersey in the new uniforms. So it kind of worked out.
That's kind of.
Yeah, but now I need a Dodgers jersey, and I need either I haven't decided yet, either a John Morant or a Damian Lillard jersey.
John Morant.
See, that's the thing.
I want
like,
a John
one's
Morant
my favorite
jersey
team and one's
so
my favorite
bad.
player. Like, it's hard for me to decide.
I want a John Morant jersey so bad.
I want to get the
My
throwback
birthday's-
Vancouver Grizzly.
My birthday's coming up like really soon, like in like 20 days.
I'm not getting it for you.
Okay. I was just gonna let you know.
Okay.
If you wanna-
Appreciate the info.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's March 25th, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Not gonna do anything.
I have a friend that has a John Morant Murray State, right?
Yeah.
Murray State. It's State
Yeah.
though. That just doesn't sound right saying it out loud. It's a signed jersey because their sister went to school there.
Wow.
And she like got it after a game because
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I offered money for it, but I only offered $25 for it because that's all I have. But I don't think he would give it to me anyways.
25.
That's all I have.
That's robbery. Why would you even? That's like low-key disrespectful.
But it's also the Murray State jersey. Like, I get it, but like, if I was to like really put my money into a Jaw jersey, I would want a Grizzlies jersey.
I mean, that's fair, but like,
it was worth a shot. Just like me telling you my birthday was worth a shot. Okay, it doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, worth it.
Shoot your shot, guys and ladies.
Maybe
it doesn't hurt to ask.
All right, what's your favorite Vol of all time?
See, this is tough because whenever
mine's easy.
It's not okay. You go.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of moments that were ingrained in my brain, this is probably the thing.
Are you saying someone recent because, or no?
Relatively.
Okay, keep going then.
Moment that ingrained in my brain, something that I will never forget, and one of the things that made me such a big sports fan.
Okay.
Like before, I was like, yeah, sports are cool, but then after this was like one of those moments where it was just like it clicked for me. So like I said, I've always been a Vols fan. Before this moment, Vols are really all I followed. It's Georgia game 2017-16. Tennessee is at Georgia. They're down.
16.
Yeah, they're down. Josh Dobbs drops back,
Understandable.
throws it all the way, Hail Mary down the field, and with no time left on the clock, Juwan Jennings jumps up, catches the ball, comes down with it. Tennessee wins the game.
Understandable.
That moment ingrained up here. I can see that play just replaying in my head. Juwan Jennings is my favorite Vol of all time. Easily.
See, mine was tough. Whenever this question was presented to us and we said we were going to do it, I couldn't put one person, and I have 5 on my
5? Okay.
I put down 5.
Right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Go for it. Shoot it.
But it irks me to say this, but not really. Because I'm about to say Hendon Hooker. And I know it sucks because it's of all time. But for some reason, every time I was trying to say something.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, I know, but it just made me mad because I was like, I'm not trying to. I'm like, of all time, there's so many people to choose from. But
that's a great pick.
It kept coming up to my mind. It was like the little devil on my shoulder that was like Hendon Hooker.
Top 3 Vol quarterback of all time.
Yeah, and it's just like hard to not like him, especially being like one of those people that I said when I was talking about. You love the cockiness, but you also love. People also love when they're like just sweet player.
Like well-mannered, yeah.
Yes. And he's just one of those people that I'm just like, he tugs on my heart.
Yeah.
On and off the field.
Can't help but root for him.
You can't help but root for him. And especially after this year, I'm like, I mean, that's what I wanted for Christmas was I got a Hendon Hooker orange jersey and a black jersey.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, who do you want? Do you sure you don't want somebody else? Do you want like Peyton Manning or something? And I was like, no. I want Hendon Hooker. I want 2 Hendon Hooker jerseys.
Fair.
And it's also, I feel like it means more to me though because it's also our time.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna kind of say. That's why it's such a good pick.
But I don't like saying that because my dad or someone would be like, "There's so many."
Peyton.
Yeah,
Peyton.
He's on my list.
I mean, yeah, Peyton all time great, but that is why nobody can fault you for picking Hendon Hooker.
I know nobody can fault me.
That's
for
like a great. First, it's a great pick regardless of what time period we're in.
Of course.
Second of all, I mean, yeah, he's part of the reason you made these memories this year.
Of course.
And last year about Tennessee football. And
I would write him a couple letters.
He's been your quarterback since you've been at the University of Tennessee.
Exactly.
He's been my quarterback since I've been in, and that's why he's probably top 5 on my list.
Yeah.
And so watching that happen.
Give me a list. Give me a top 5.
A top 5.
Because I have a top 5.
Because I'm not talking. It doesn't have to just be football.
Oh, I know. Some of mine aren't football.
Okay.
Players.
We're talking top 5 all time. I said Juwan Jennings is up there. Hendon Hooker's up there. Both of those were like 2 that I watched a ton.
Yeah.
Grant Williams.
Yeah.
Probably up there. I'll remember that Gator chomp.
Yeah.
Beating Florida and doing the Gator chomp. That was awesome. Jalen Wright, this season, I got a picture of him doing that when we played Florida. That was cool.
He's on your list?
No, he's not on my list.
I was about to say, that's
out
there a little bit.
No.
I mean, love him, but.
Last 2. It's kind of hard. I think I've got to throw Peyton in there.
Yeah, you have
Got to throw Peyton in there. Last one.
You don't have a Lady Vol in there, Riley?
I'm thinking. That's what I'm kind of thinking about. Do I want to put there's a couple of good options. Candace Parker.
She's in my list.
I think that's probably who I'd fill out my list
She's
with.
in my
Candace
list.
Parker.
I remember when I went to the Scholastic Book Fair when we were little. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I hope everybody knows what I'm talking about. That's not
have it in the library.
Thing,
We'd go.
Right?
I have no clue. We'd go to the little library. They have all the shelves set up.
But if your parents didn't give you money, you couldn't get anything. It all cost like cash.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid. We were literally in 3rd grade.
Well, I mean, they're not going to bring it to us for free, Presley.
Who carries cash? I don't even carry cash.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to. They tell you like a couple days ahead, so you can go home. You're like, Mom, the book fair's coming.
I remember my mom gave me like quarters sometimes. I was like, what am I supposed to get with this? A pencil?
Yeah, one of the little fancy pencils.
And then there would be like people like Kale. I remember Kale was one of them.
Kale was a little baller. Yes.
He was one of them that would have a fat 20, and he would walk out of Scholastic Book Fair
with like 4 books and never read them.
That's just rude.
That's what. Yeah, he was a little He was a little diva back in the day.
He was a diva, but still love you, Kel. But
little diva.
I remember I don't know
Still
what
is.
book it was. This was like, I don't know what book I got. Might not even been the Scholastic Book Fair, but I think it was because we had one when we were in junior high. Or not junior high, middle school.
Yeah.
Middle school. And I got this book, and it had all these posters in it. And I have, like, a walk-in closet at home, and it's just, like, there was a part of my closet that I didn't use, and I hung up people's posters, sports posters. I wouldn't even know who they were. I had a Candace Parker poster. I had a Blake Griffin poster.
Griffin?
In my closet until I was, like, a freshman in high school, so I was just like, that's dope. It was Blake Griffin of all people. And I remember, like, when I got into high school, I started, like, getting into, like, watching sports. I was like, I gotta take this down. I was like, this is embarrassing.
Blake Griffin.
It was Blake Griffin.
Did you leave Candace Parker up?
I mean, I took her down now because I don't decorate my closet anymore with posters, but
Should have kept Candace Parker.
you want to know what
up.
there is, though? My brothers have fat heads in their rooms, like, not just, like, fat head stickers. Like, they have, like, my big brother Mac has a life-size Larry Bird when you walk in. It's kind of scary. It's kind of really scary. But they would always get, like, the fat head. Like, when they get their fat heads in, they come with a little couple samples, like, of tiny stickers.
Mm-hmm.
I was little, and I'm not a Dodgers fan. I have a Dodgers sticker on my wall, and it will not come off in my closet. It's like Dodgers.
Go Dodgers, baby.
I think it says Go Dodgers. Like, I put that stuff
Go
up there.
Dodgers, baby.
And I put Candace Parker and Blake Griffin up there. And I remember I kept the Candace Parker poster. I know where it's at. It's under my bed.
Good.
But I need to get back.
The
Okay,
real CP3.
my top.
Yeah, go.
Hendon Hooker, Peyton Manning,
Yep.
Grant Williams,
Yep.
Candace Parker.
Yep.
And then, I don't know why, I'm just so infatuated with Condra Chalway.
That's a good pick.
I know it is, but, like, I feel like it's not that it's not common. Like, it's a good pick, but I'm just.
But as far as when people are saying their favorite Vols,
They're not going to name them, no.
Not many people are going to say.
I went into a deep obsession with him this past summer for some reason.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Just infatuated
It's funny
with him.
that 4 out of our top 5 are the same except for my number 1. Like, my number 1 is Juwan Jennings. He's not on your list.
No.
But the other
Peyton
4
Manning's
are.
really high on my list, too. But there's a napkin on my fridge that says to Peyton from Peyton, and Peyton is my little sister, and she was named after Peyton Manning. Yeah, I know. They're not spelled the same, though.
Peyton's probably 4 for me.
He's pretty high, but, like, my dad used to
Yeah.
be Peyton Manning's bodyguard, which was weird, but
I did not know that.
when he would, not all the time, he spoke at a couple conferences, like, in Tennessee a little bit, and my dad was always bodyguard. It was kind of weird. I don't know why. There's a couple pictures of them together. My dad was just like, you got to like this man. But he's, like, iconic. Like, and he's a great pick.
Yeah.
But, like, he's up there for me just because that was someone that was engraved in my mind.
Yeah. That's a crazy story.
I don't know why. It's kind of random. There's such random
Little
things that
bit.
go on.
A little bit, yeah. All right. We're going to wrap it up with this conversation. One of the most divisive debates in sports history. We're not talking about NFL, college football, college basketball. We need to talk more about. We didn't talk much about college basketball. We need to do that next time.
That's true.
We're going to talk about the GOAT debate of the NBA.
You guys already know who it is.
It's between 2 people historically. You're thinking of one of 2. When I say the NBA GOAT, you think of one of 2 people.
One of 2 people come to your mind, and you're either right or you're wrong.
Yeah, that's right. You're either right or you're wrong. Those people are LeBron James and Michael Jordan. So, Presley.
Jordan. And he's going to say LeBron.
I am going to say LeBron.
I knew this was coming.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, LeBron. I think LeBron's the GOAT.
I don't.
Why don't you?
What's LeBron's? How many finals has LeBron won?
3.
Out of?
3 or 4.
4.
He's won 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of what? Do you know?
10.
Okay. How many has Michael Jordan won?
6.
Out of what?
6. That's the only debate that Michael Jordan fans have.
That's not the only debate.
That's
not
the only
the only
thing.
debate. That's not the only debate.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
If you can get your team there and then you lead them, he finishes every time. That's what makes me so mad. I've been taught from the 2 father figures in my life that are coaches, my role model in my entire life, my volleyball coach, shout out Susan Humphrey. Nothing matters until the end. Nothing matters until the end. I don't care about your stats all season. When you're at the end, that's all that matters. And I live by that.
Okay.
If you can finish a season, finish a champion, if you can do that, that matters so much more to me. And to a lot of people, I feel like that matters to a bunch of coaches.
Is
and
Jordan
I know that.
Is Jordan the reason they won those championships though?
He's a part of it, yes.
Yeah, a part, sure. You know,
Okay,
when Michael Jordan retired, that team that he had just won the finals with,
yeah,
he retired the next year. That team lost 2 more games than they did when Michael Jordan was on the team.
Okay.
A 2-game difference is what Michael Jordan was worth for that team.
You're telling me, okay, wait. I have to decide how I want to put this. I can't talk about myself. I think a lot of it goes into, though, whenever you bring up that argument, him leading the team. I'm so serious because being a team player myself.
So his leadership was worth 2 wins, is what you're telling me.
But, like, there's so much more than that. I knew you were going to try to get me with some little stupid conversation. Oh, they won 2 less or whatever the season after he retired. And I was looking up some facts over here.
Yeah, I am. I'm pulling it up. I want to make sure I get this exactly
Understandable, but I want to hear your argument for LeBron. What, because he broke the scoring record this year?
That is not. No, I think
Also,
LeBron was the GOAT before he broke the scoring record.
Okay,
That just solidifies
respect.
It wasn't just switched because of that.
But
all right.
I don't even want to know what you're about to say. And people will argue with me.
How many all-time assists does Michael Jordan have?
All-time assists? Like a straight up number?
Yeah.
I don't know that off the top of my head.
Do you know where he is on the all-time NBA scoring, the all-time NBA assist list? All-time NBA assist list. You know where Michael Jordan is?
No, I don't.
50th.
Okay.
50th.
Okay.
50th. That sucks.
And
you know where LeBron is?
You
know where LeBron is? Fourth.
This is not a question. I want to say this real quick. Kind of off topic, not really. You can tell what type of household someone was raised in or how they were raised by who they say the NBA GOAT is.
Why do you say that?
Because this isn't like a knocking you. Like this is like a general conclusion I have came to arguing with people over this. Okay. For example, most of people my age, like you, say LeBron.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not you're just
not
wrong.
Not a fact. No. I knew this was going to happen. I can't stand arguing.
You know how many people my age I have to argue with about this?
I've argued with a lot of people, a lot more people. But I just feel like it goes back. Okay, wait. Do you say here's my thing. I'm not a LeBron hater. He is totally up there. I am one of those people, GOAT means greatest of all time, I know that. But I'm one of those people where I'm like, there is a different GOAT of each generation.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Okay. I have always said, and especially because, and I know this argument gets brought up a lot, basketball is different. There come who they played against, blah, blah, blah. And I get that, and I agree with that. But at the same time, there will never be change in my mind. I just feel like, there is comparisons. Yes, you bring up stats. You can do that to anybody. And then.
So you think there's no way anybody could ever surpass Jordan?
No.
Somebody goes 7-0 in the finals. In less time than Jordan does it.
Depends on who he's playing with. If you have Dream Team, my goodness.
Gosh.
I'm serious though.
Oh my gosh.
That's not a fair question because you didn't word it right. If you had,
I think if somebody can surpass Jordan, somebody already has.
I think somebody can, yeah, but I also think it doesn't.
Greatest. If we're talking about greatest of all time,
Michael
LeBron
Jordan
is the better basketball player.
Stop hitting your mic.
I have to. It's like how I emphasize it. LeBron is the better basketball player. How many positions could Jordan guard?
A lot. He was 9 times defensive.
3. He was like a guard. He could guard the 1. He could guard the 2. He could guard the 3. Maybe the 4 sometimes. LeBron consistently is playing up and down the lineup. Not only is he playing up and down the
How
line,
many
he's
times has Jordan
defending
an
up
all
and down the
defensive
line.
team? A record for he shares the record for the most NBA all defensive teams with 9.
Yes. That doesn't mean that he's the more versatile defender.
No, it doesn't. I just licked the mic.
Ew.
No, it doesn't.
Ew.
But at the same time, okay, I just don't even like. It's not that I don't like talking about this. I do because I enjoy talking about sports. But it just pisses me off.
LeBron has double the assists Michael Jordan does all the time.
LeBron. I'm not a LeBron hater either.
LeBron.
But people that think he is the GOAT worship him.
I don't worship LeBron.
You do.
I just think it's dumb that people
what
are
I think is
denying
funny is
what's obvious.
Me and you have never talked about this before, I don't think, ever.
No.
But coming into this, I knew who your choice was, and that's because I know, like, you worship LeBron.
I don't worship LeBron. What are you talking about? I've already said my favorite player is Damian Lillard.
Okay.
I don't worship LeBron.
If Michael Jordan and LeBron James are playing right now, LeBron would do anything to be on his team.
No.
Yes, he would.
No.
Yes, he would.
If that was the case, why isn't LeBron on the Bucks right now? Why isn't LeBron on the Warriors right now?
LeBron just needs to be retired right now.
First of all, he's not gonna retire. That's another point in LeBron's favor is how long he has been playing and how high of a
biggest argument people that I'm about to scream.
No, it's not. I've already said
that is one of the biggest arguments.
How high a level he has been playing for how long he's done it.
That is one of the biggest argument everybody makes or like people on my side especially, they're like, look how long he's been in it. My God. Of course his stats are better.
That's the argument?
That's one of the arguments. I'm not saying it's
So LeBron is not as good of a basketball player because he's played for longer?
No, you took that out of context. I'm saying
that's the argument though. That's the argument.
No, it's not the argument. It's more about whenever people pull up his stats and they're like comparing like, oh, blah, 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 him this season, Jordan in his prime, LeBron in his prime. How many this is why I can't do this.
Let it all out.
I don't think I can though. Can I?
I don't know. It's you.
Well, not the F word. I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
My mom's going to watch this. I'm not going to watch. I lost my train of thought, y'all. I lost my train of thought because I got so heated.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
I legitimately forgot. What was I talking about? I know what you're talking about, but what was I about to say?
I don't remember what you were about to say because I just think you're just.
I just think Riley's wrong, so.
I think you're just saying stuff. You're just saying things.
But what I was saying, because I didn't get to expand on this isn't like a hit. I just feel like this is not a hot take. Like if people could look into this more for some reason, you can always get a feel of who someone's gonna say. Who did you think I was gonna say?
I honestly didn't know.
Okay.
I wasn't sure who you were going to say.
That's fair.
I felt like you could have gone either way. If I had to have leaned one way, literally just because of Jason, I would have said Jordan.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying he's my opinion. Me and Jason debate about things all the time.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I don't think I've said his name. Me and him debate about things all the time. All the time. But that's what I meant like when I say you can tell. You can tell. Like how do you see? All I used to do on Friday nights in high school was sit there and watch 30 for 30s with my mom and Jason. I loved it. But like, and I'm not making this as my argument. I just think this is something that's always really caught. Like I'm obsessed with it. I don't know why. The flu game. I'm obsessed with it. Ever since I watched the 30 for 30 about it. Have you ever seen the 30 for 30? Riley, you get out there and play basketball.
I don't care about the flu game.
He doesn't care about the flu game.
I don't care about the flu game.
Riley Haltom does not care about the flu game, and he never has.
True.
All I said was, I didn't say that was my argument. I said that's always infatuated me. Like, that is something that's like, do you see what I'm saying whenever I say I feel like you can tell? But it's not like a judging you way. It's just like,
yeah.
I feel like I could get a grip on someone, like how they were raised. Me, personally, I've been raised oldest school basketball ever.
Yeah.
All throughout my house. You got Larry
sense.
Bird, Scotty. Jason's old dogs' names were Stockton and Malley. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would walk into my brother's room and there's Larry Bird, There's Scottie Pippen over there.
I didn't grow up with basketball in my house though. My dad, I talked to Dad about it, and he was like, "Yeah, Jordan's the GOAT, duh." And I was like, I just like, here's the thing, right? LeBron, if we're talking about per game stats, we're not talking about cumulative stats. We're not talking about like over their entire career. So at this point, the extra years LeBron has played do nothing but hurt his stats. Okay? LeBron averages half a point less than Jordan, but 2 more rebounds and almost 2 more assists.
Basketballreference.com, y'all.
That's right. That's right. The stats,
I get it.
Baby.
Here's the thing. I don't ever think that it's not a valid and like fair argument. Do you see what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, I think, like, I get how people argue that. I can see your side of it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get the whole, like,
so I
see your side of it, but I don't agree with you. It's not like oh my gosh, I keep saying, like, you're wrong, but, like, I get it.
Like, both, yeah. There's obviously an argument for both.
Yeah, there's obviously an argument, but, like, in my head up here, and, like, there's not. But, like, generally, yeah, there is an argument.
Yeah.
Just because they are 2 of the greatest basketball players of all time.
Watch, the old head's going to be after me in the comments talking about, go watch some Jordan highlights, son. You'll see.
What about Bill Russell? He's got 11 rings.
Yeah, if we're talking about accolades, yeah, give it to Bill Russell, baby.
Give it to Bill Russell.
Easy. Bill Russell is the GOAT. In case you hadn't been paying attention.
Yeah.
Bill Russell is the GOAT.
End of discussion. Not Jordan. Not James. Bill Russell. Who agrees with me on that one?
Kobe's the GOAT.
We love you, Kobe.
We do love Kobe. I love Kobe.
I don't like when people like are in the comments of arguments. Are you just forgetting about Kobe? No, nobody's forgetting about him.
See, he's definitely not the GOAT, but I love Kobe.
He's definitely not the GOAT. He's definitely, going down obviously is
probably top borderline top 10.
Yeah,
borderline
sure.
top 10.
I want to say like greatest,
right
one of
there.
The greatest of all time. I say one of because it's hard to say like greatest of all time, one of the greatest of all time, top 10.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
Nobody's forgetting about him. People make that argument all the time. I see that on Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
What about Kobe? Are you just skipping over Kobe?
Yeah, we're not forgetting about Kobe. He's just not on Jordan and LeBron's level. I loved Kobe. Like, that's one of my favorite players of all time.
I had some socks.
Some Kobe socks?
Yeah, when I played basketball. If you guys didn't know, I was a real strong forward.
She was a baller back in the day.
Yeah, let me tell y'all. I started everything.
The Nike headband.
Nike headband had the knee pads too.
Oh shoot!
Had the knee pads. And if we were wearing white, I'd wear the black knee pads. And if we were wearing blue, I was wearing the white knee pads.
Yeah, she had it all planned out for each
greatest
game.
of all time. You want to talk about it? Presley Rhodes.
Presley Rhodes.
The
greatest basketball player of all time.
Thank you.
Speaking of that, it's Candace Parker for women's basketball.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. All right, good.
I love Candace Parker.
I had to clear the air there. NFL, Brady. Yeah. As much as I don't like it, it's Brady.
I don't like it either. I don't like the NFL. You guys know that already, though, obviously.
Yeah.
And I don't like Tom Brady, but I'm never arguing that with somebody.
Yeah, you can at this point.
No.
He's him.
Give it to him.
Although, give Mahomes a few years.
I hate Patrick Mahomes.
What? Okay, no, we're getting into that on the next episode because this is about an hour long.
We're some talkers.
Yeah, we're good at talking. We're good at talking, all right. But yeah, all right. Wrap it up. You think we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we're good. We're hitting an hour right now.
Oh yeah. See, look, just knew I knew we had it in us.
We have it in us.
All right. Well, we appreciate any and everyone who is watching this, listening to this on whatever platform, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever else this might end up. We appreciate you for listening in, and we hope you continue to support us on the Riled Up podcast and in the Out of Pocket Sports Network. So yeah, we appreciate y'all. Appreciate you a lot. And
thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time, I guess.
See you next time. Bye.